It's Timothy, aka Timothy Sims, and welcome to the Sims 4 Golden Years Kit Review. Now, if you saw my live stream, you might know that I don't know if I'm a fan of this kit at all, but I'm trying. It took me some, it's been a few weeks. We were playing with the idea of it and just trying to see what could be fun about this kit and how could these clothing styles actually fit elders or kind of help with gameplay. So that's my dream, that's my goal, is hopefully I can convince myself and you that there's gameplay possibilities here. But at the same time though, I don't know if I recommend the kit just yet. But this kit was designed for aging Sims. Tell the stories of aging Sims with clothing tailored specifically for elder body types, which I don't know if there is an elder body type really, except for their aches and pains and crunching over, as well as convenient accessories like glasses with straps, a toupee, gardening gloves, and more. Now, questionable that gardening gloves is just specifically for aging Sims. That's questionable. But for golden lifestyles, with these fashion elders, Sims will be able to express their individuality, sort of, in understated ways. There are styles for gardening, alright, and working out, as well as comfortable clothes for everyday life. I don't know. I'm not buying that gardening is specifically for elders, and I'm not buying that. That's where I have a hard time. Like, I'm not buying that this is an elderly's gardening kit. So, without further ado, let's take a look at these cast items. Now, there are 27 items in this kit, and the fabulous Vivian Lewis, she of course is base game, but anything but basic in my view. I adore Vivian Lewis. She of course is my very first friend in my Let's Play. If you're watching my Let's Play, she's friends with my Sim self, Timothy Sims. Now, of course, I think of Vivian as like, she was your favorite school teacher, became the principal, then a member of the board, of the school education board, and then retired, and then got back into substitute teaching. Like, and of course, if you're watching my business and hobbies live stream, Vivian, of course, has a little small business called Lewis Lessons, where she's teaching everybody all the tricks of the trades. Now, first up, we have this. I believe it's an apron, kind of a smock. I don't love it, and here's some things, like, I get it, it has, like, flour on her, but is she really, I don't know, some of that positioning of the flower, like, what? Seriously? I don't get that. This one is a little too matchy-matchy for me, like, the shirt, the button-up shirt matches the apron. This is totally matchy-matchy. And I wish we had the shirt and the sweater underneath it as a separate. I think that's more comfy and cozy. There's a lot of things with The Sims coloring where there's white on white on white. That happens with clothing as well as build by items, which I don't truly get. Is that meant for like CC creators so it's easier for them to color and pattern? I don't know. Like, that's cute. And that's cute. Like, I love that it's, colorful. You don't always match your clothes in the kitchen, right? And I think the ties are super cute and has great detail. I think the sleeves have great detail. So I'm not taking away from the artistic, but I don't completely get it. I don't always love aprons because it's like you have to have the apron on all the time. I wish you could remove it. I wish it was more of an overlay, but I don't know. Maybe and it also looks a little bibby. Let's be honest. It looks like a bib. Is that like Grandma was like, does Grandma need a bib? I don't know. I don't get it. And another item. This is super disappointing. I wish this and the skirt were one item, right? They could have just been a full body, only because this top clearly doesn't go with this high-waisted base game pant, right? Like, so it's kind of weird. It just doesn't go at all. It's a crop top, right? Does not go. Sort of, so it's like, I don't feel like, again, it doesn't go. So it specifically goes with the skirt that comes with the pack. So why isn't that just one full body? Because it specifically goes with that skirt. It doesn't really go with those pants. Doesn't go with those pants. I mean, I understand how it could go with those pants, But it kind of feels, I don't know, it feels jokey then. It's like, oh, look at Grandma. She has, an elastic waist. I don't know. I don't love it. I think it should just be one piece. Now, and of course, you have to jump back and forth, right? So that's sort of, I get it. That's kind of cute. It goes, it's not following the same pattern, you know. So I get that. That's kind of cute. So it kind of, hits me a little different. Of course, they don't really other match. Like, okay, she has a white top, of course, matchy matchy. And there's, of course, so that's kind of cute. And, I don't know. It would be nice if, like, the blouse underneath with the bow was just, like, a different coloring or kind of more of a neutral than white, just so it could look better with other items. But I don't know. I don't always get it. So, like, that's cute. So I get it, how that could be a nice mix and match. Same with that. I can see that happening. But I sort of wish this was all one piece. And I love that. I love that it has a different blouse underneath, right? That's a cute. But for the most part, they're all white. That's a beige, so that's nice. And then let's look at this piece. This is the most heartbreaking, and again, white on white, except for the glass frame, but it's like that. I don't love the glasses in the pocket. Only because they're just completely one-dimensional, right? One-dimensional, and then they move with the sim, which it's kind of like, then why? Why do we even need the glasses, especially if they're not, if they're just painted on? Like, this would be really cute without those glasses. Oh, and this comes with a little fishing outfit on the back. But I love the detailing of that leather or feather, faux leather. And that's kind of cute with the detail, but again, very specific. I don't love those glasses. Now this is cute. This looks, very cottagecore. I can see it on a younger sim as well. It's cute. Like, that's cute. It matches, So this is, this is a very fine sweater thing. Now that's cute for a funeral. It's also very matchy-matchy. That's very matchy-matchy. I love that, right? It has white undershirt, pink sweater. It doesn't always have to be so matchy-matchy. Now this, I really would love it for cold weather outfits. However, like, that is such a good cold weather outfit. But those binoculars, I mean, I love they have dimension, which is lovely. But it just, you're not going to wear binoculars all the time, especially in cold weather. And I don't get it. It's like, why have the binoculars? Especially there's no reason for them, right? They're not functional. There's no bird watching. It's spying your neighbors. Can we do that? But he was using for rent, right? So it's kind of like, the binoculars ruin this top, in my opinion. Now, this is cute, but it has this where it's like clipping with her neck, which is so disappointing. And it's cute, but again, that's a little too matchy-matchy. I think it's lovely and I think it's nice. It'll be great for cold weather. I love the texture of the jacket. It looks nice, or the vest. So that's something. I don't get all the white on white. But it's fine. It's nice. Now this top, it's cute. I wish there was a different shirt underneath this one. Here you have a tan. It looks fuzzy. White shirt, same white shirt, gray. I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's a nice shirt, but it's, it's a nice shirt. This is very cute. I think Vivian looks great in a tie there. She looks fantastic. But it also looks kind of weird how it's kind of like creasing on her. I don't get the name tag at all. Is it supposed to be funny? I don't know. Like, oh, Grandpa left his name tag on. But it's not like on a female outfit, right? I could see it if it was on a female outfit and they were just like speed dating or something, right? But the fact that it's only on this specific outfit, I don't get it. I don't get the name tag. don't get the name tag. Because see, this is such a great jacket with the blue, but then it has the name tag. Like, man, that's so disappointing. And I love green. This would be great on a sim, but do I really want the name tag? I don't get it. Now, also helping us is Dennis Kim. So Dennis Kim, like, right, he wears a tie. That's his automatic look. So I can see this, like, anything with a tie is going to be specifically for Dennis Kim, because not a lot of sims wear ties in this game. I don't think that looks great. It doesn't, I don't know. Like, that looks so great on him, but the name tag. But that's a cute cold winter wear for him. I don't get the white on white. And this is cute, right? This could be a comfy everyday sitting at home reading a book. Again, wish those were different. Man, like he looks so good in that, but those binoculars. I can't with those binoculars. Again, that doesn't seem to fit his neck very well either, which is a little disappointing. Right? And I don't get this. I love that sweater and shirt underneath. I wish we had those separate. This is like the first kit that I'm like, I want to see what CC creators do. I might be adding CC back into my game. If they could remove this bib or apron. And this would look good on him too, but it's like, I just don't love the glasses in the pocket. Doesn't do it for me. That's too bad. Alright, let's look at some trousers. And these are sort of cute. I mean, they don't really go with his outfit. These look more like they were designed for feminine sims. And these, I think, might be corduroy. And it's kind of cute for storytelling, right? That he has like some wear and tear in those pants. He's probably had them for years. But I don't know. The detail really isn't great because I don't know if they are supposed to be corduroy or just what they're supposed to be. And Vivian, let's get you also off to those trousers. They don't look great on her, really. Maybe, I don't know. I don't always like how the pants bunch on at the bottom with them. These seem a little oversized, like, grandma lost some weight. Like, those look great. And of course, these are great. They look great for a feminine sim. And they could also be kind of funny, for, a pregnant sim perhaps, pregnancy pants. So I like those. I think those are standout for elders. I think this top is a standout for elder. I don't know if I love this completely. And of course, there are no shoes, so we're not looking at any shoes. All right, now let's look at the full body. We have this. I don't know how I love this. I feel like this is jokey. I feel like, oh, look at Grandpa. He's wearing shorts over his sweatpants. But those sweatpants look great, but I just feel like this is hokey and very specific, right? You're not going to put all your elder sims in this outfit, right? That just doesn't make sense. And of course, this white on white, I don't get it. Don't get it. And now these items, of course, are very specific to a certain expansion pack. They are, of course, Discover University. So these sort of fill my first pet stuff, in my opinion. Because if you don't have Discover University, it doesn't make sense. Or you're going to think it's a different kind of item. You're going to think that, oh, maybe it's a sporting team. Maybe it's a high school team. But it's not. It's Discover University. So I don't love that. And then this. It has wrestling on the back, but we don't have wrestling in the game. It goes back to binoculars. We don't have bird watching. We don't have ways to look at the view. So I find that sometimes kind of just unfortunate where we have items in the game, but we don't actually have that gameplay in the game. It'd be nice if we did. Now, that being said, I'll show you some live mode activities we can definitely do with this item. So again, very specific. I mean, it's a lovely, I love that top. I wish we had that top. I wish that top was separate. I wish the fanny pack was separate. Again, matchy-matchy, all red, all black, all gray, all white. Like, I love the colorful ones, but I don't get all the matchy-matchy. All right, and this is sort of cute. I think it's very specific, like it feels cottage living-y. Am I gonna put every single elder in this? No, because I think that's, I don't, it has to be a personality type. And I'm sorry I'm gonna do this, but this is what I first thought about when I saw this. Now, when I see this, it does now read to me as, Little Red Riding's grandmother, and that's what I think of. Look perfect for werewolves, or, the big bad wolf, but there you have that. And then we have this, which is cute. It looks great. I think this is a standout to me. I love that that's different colorings and, it's not matchy-matchy. It looks a little matchy-matchy, but matchy-matchy. All of these colors always seem to be a little matchy-matchy, the maroon. And this is cute. It looks like it's worn a little, but I wonder why all the greens... I don't know. That would be cute if it didn't... If it came with, like, non-worn, right? Like, that's worn. So it'd be nice if these colors came not in a worn pattern, but, and white on white. I don't get it. Let's take a look at Dennis Kim. Right, very cute with Dennis Kim. It almost feels like they fit better on a slender Sim, which is unfortunate. But cute. I could see younger Sims wearing these. Now this is cute, but I feel like very specific to a Sim. Like someone who's gonna wear a suit with their pants high up. Again, the maroon is always matchy-matchy. And that's cute. You could wear that for like a funeral. Matchy-matchy. I wish that had a different colorful tie. That's cute. I love that. I think that looks great. Again, I wish those came in different ties just to kind of make a little difference. But those are cute, but I feel like it's very specific to a Sim who's gonna wear his pants high up and wear a tie. Then we have this gardening. Now this one is a heartbreaker to me because I love this shirt. I want that shirt. Gosh, that would be such a great if it was just a single item. They always put great shirts behind aprons, which drive me bonkers. Like, that shirt is cute. How come we don't have it? Of course, now I'm just like CC creators. And again, the maroon is very matchy-matchy. Like, are you going to match your shirt to your knee pads? I don't know. That's kind of okay. It's just like dirty. Again, maroony is so matchy-matchy. Right? That's matchy-matchy. Matchy-matchy. Like the pants. I don't know. Matchy-matchy. Like that, I love that, right? He's wearing blue jeans, a different top. The flower doesn't completely match. I mean, this is cute for like a gardener. But again, gardening isn't definitely specific to an elder. But yeah, I don't know. And of course, Vivian looks great in this. I still just, every time I see this, I want that shirt. CC creators. I think that's cute. But, I mean, it'd be cute for, I don't know, a gardening, somebody who owns a greenhouse, right? So very specific to a gardener, a greenhouse gardener. Because are you really going to put everybody in that outfit? I don't know. And I think she looks fantastic in a suit. Oh my goodness. You look fantastic, Vivian. I could see this as kind of a fun little party outfit. Very cute. Now this, I want to love this, but I don't. I love the top. I want the top, right? I wish the top was a separate. Because that would just be nice with jeans. It would be nice with slacks. But now it's very specific to Grandma has to wear, right? It says Grandma has to wear an apron when she bakes. So it feels very specific. Like that. Look at that top. That would be so good with jeans or slacks. Oh, but it's so specific. I feel like it's very specific. All right, now we're going to look at some stylized looks. Now there's just the stylized, of course, the new glasses. She's not wearing is she wearing the new rings? And the new rings. But it's like, that's like an excessive amount of rings. And we'll get to the rings here in a minute, but... And again, very matchy, but cute. You can see a substitute teacher, school teacher, right? Very nice. And we'll get to the accessories, and is there another one? Now this one. Okay, this seems very specific to a very specific grandma. And I don't know, is she doing the dishes or is she gardening? But I feel like this is a very specific character and not for everyday individual elders, right? Like if the top was separate, I could get that. But now it's like she has to wear a skirt, she has to wear an apron. It's very grandma specific. To a very specific grandma in a very specific region. But, you know, of Nordhaven. I don't know. Don't really love it. And we'll look at the scarf and the gloves here in a minute. And then when we go to stylized look for the men. Now this really isn't a stylized look to me because it's, I get it, he has the toupee here and then these slippers, but this is one piece that we already saw. So it's really not a stylized look in my opinion. It's just like, oh, here's a full body with some slippers and a toupee. And then this really isn't a stylized look in my opinion either because, you know, this suit is one piece, is a full body. They're just adding a hat and some sandals. Again, very specific. You have to have like a specific character in mind, I think, for this outfit. Not that you're dressing every elder in this outfit. But, you know, it'd be nice if they would have maybe added some socks. Right? That'd be cute. Like that. That would have been, you know, a little bit more stylized. Now they've added some teeth. This is the base game teeth that Dennis currently has. And these are the new teeth. The only difference is the definition, right? They are defined as actual teeth. These kind of sort of blend together. So I feel like this is kind of cheap. This could have just been a base game update to the existing teeth. So I think that's kind of an unfortunate. Now, is there going to be gameplay, right? Like, does it, if he clicks on a sink, will it say brush dentures? I don't know. So I kind of feel like I just feel like it's kind of cheap. That's what I'm thinking. Now, of course, we have the bonnet, which is cute. I like I think the bonnet is cute, but of course it's very specific. I don't think all of your elders are gonna wear a bonnet, but it's cute, you know. I like that looks good. Oh, we have her still in gloves, but, you know, I think that's a cute look, and let's just do a base game pajama. Right, that's a cute little story, like if you're telling a story of some kind, right? Like, she's in a robe. I think the robe is interesting because there's clearly nothing underneath the grandma. Vivian. You know, I think this is very cute, like, right? That looks great. You can see Vivian wearing that. So I think the bonnet's really cute for other outfits. Right? Like, that's cute. I can see her wearing that. So I like that the bonnet's there and it's, you know, you can do different things with it. It doesn't have to just, it goes with other items. Hey, Vivian. So I like that. Oh, that's cute. I can see her at her spa. Okay. So I think the bonnet is definitely a plus. Now we're going to look at the scarf. Now the only thing I don't like about the scarf, it clearly changes the texture of her hair, right? So it looks like it's more for straight-haired Sims, which is unfortunate, because they could have at least just made it down more, right? You didn't maybe, or made it like straight and curly, I don't know. But this, of course, is one of the newer outfits that we got for a base game update. So I'm just seeing it with that, like, right? See, it looks great with that. Just kind of cute little outdoor wear. But of course, I wish it didn't change the texture of her hair. That's a cute scarf. And of course, poor Dennis. We're gonna try. I mean, he looks cute in a scarf bonnet, you know. And of course, these, of course, is the toupee that comes in all the hair colors, right? I feel like this is jokey. It's not really, I don't know. It feels like it's meant to be a joke. Like, oh, look at Grandpa's terrible toupee. But of course, this could go with any sim, right? Not everybody. You know, of course, I always think Jeffrey Landgraf is bald, but he's not. But I can see, just, he is a detective, maybe, disguise. I don't know. I think it's more jokey than clever. Sorry, not taking away from whoever designed it. But yeah, not wowed by that. Now, of course, we have the glasses. Now, I don't know. I don't feel like there's a lot of design for masculine Sims. Like, I wish that wasn't like a checkered pattern. I wish it was more of a solid. And I wish it changed, right? Like, that's matchy-matchy. Thankfully, that's not matchy-matchy. Matchy-matchy, those are good for a masculine Sim. Of course, those are matchy-matchy, like... The strap matches the glasses specifically. Not always matching. I kind of wish it was a little different or more of, he looks good in those. I didn't notice that before, but the bifocals, I wish they kind of seem wavy. I don't know. That's alright. Alright, he looks good in those. And then Vivian, we'll look at it. Okay, it kind of clips there, but that's kind of cute on Vivian. Take off the scarf. Oh, Vivian, you look good in glasses. Maybe we give you glasses. That's cute. Matchy-matchy. Alright, then we have 3 necklaces. So this doesn't go on it. Okay, that goes on that outfit. Of course, it doesn't go on there very well. It just looks like she has these free-floating glasses, and that doesn't go there. Okay, well, we're gonna go back to the kit. Alright, we're back to the kit. Now, oh, darn, we don't even see this on that outfit. How about the glasses? Alright, the glasses sort of make sense, and we don't get the life alert. Alright, so let's take a look. So no life alert on any... Oh, we get to see the life alert on this one. I don't know why that is specific there. And that's the only one we see the life. We don't even see it here. That's disappointing. Alright, we only see it on this item. Now for me, I feel like the kit should all work together. So that's sort of, it goes with that outfit. Of course, this is cute, but let's look at... This is like her husband's ring, or... I don't always get the matchy-matchy when it comes to jewelry. That I like. That I like. Matchy-matchy. Matchy-matchy. What's the difference? Yeah, I know what I mean. Silver, white. Okay. Now, do we have these rings in the game? That would be cute. And I do think it's unfortunate. We can see the glasses there, but not those necklaces. And then we can't see that. We can see those glasses, but they don't look good on that. They look terrible. Now, this is nice that it comes in different... I don't know. It's kind of... The only thing I don't like about medical wearables in the game is that, just everyday Sims, the townies that run around, they just pop them on, right? You'll see them wearing one of these. Why is that matchy-matchy? And then matchy-matchy, matchy-matchy. It'd be nice if the button just stayed the same. But it's kind of like, that's what I don't like about, you'll just see a random Sim just going about their day, and the next thing you know, they have, a hearing aid, and then the next thing you know, they don't. And it's kind of like, it'd be nice if the medical wearables had its own specific category for those specific Sims, so it's not become just kind of this, oh, we just randomly wear, a diabetes patch, or some glasses, or, it'd be nice if you could make items specific to Sims with who you want to have medical wearables. And that unfortunately doesn't look great on that. I mean, it looks fine. Like if they're reading a book, but... Unfortunately, I don't feel like these glasses really go specifically with the kit. They'll probably look great on a t-shirt. I think everything looks great on like a crew neck, but unfortunately, you're always gonna have to be wearing a crew neck to see it. And of course that's cute, like look at that little detail, but you don't get to see it much, which is unfortunate. But, I don't know. Not really a fan. I mean, I'm glad these glasses match those glasses, but again, they're not usable, they're not playable, it's not like they can take them on and off, it's like you have to specifically switch it up. Now, this is a lot for a ring collection. I think the jewelry is, this specifically looks like it's a royalty ring. Kind of would go great with the royals pack. I think that's a lot. Like, of course, when I first thought of it, I thought it looks great, like for birthstone of your children, or maybe it's a ring for every husband that you had. A little too matchy-matchy. Matchy-matchy. Like, I love that the rings are colorful, that they are different stones. I don't get that. Matchy-matchy. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. Now we have gloves. So these gloves, I guess, are for gardening. That looks more like a hand, not a glove. And that's kind of nice that they have like different patterns inside the glove, which is true to form. Those are kind of cute little gloves for gardening. Super fun. Now the only bad thing though, it's like they don't automatically change into this outfit when they garden, right? So you have to change it for them every time, which is nice. And then, oh, those are white gloves. Those are very, look like they're gleaming. But then it looks great on a short sleeve. But let's, right? Like you would garden in maybe like this top, but it clips, you see the clipping, right? Which is, you see the clipping, which is unfortunate because this totally would be a fun little, you know, gardening outfit. But it clips. You could only wear it really with short sleeves. Which is unfortunate, right? Like, see the clipping on the long sleeve. It's too bad. I mean, I can see somebody wear... I mean, this looks great, of course. This looks like they're doing the dishes. That's unfortunate. But that, you know, at least the sleeves are big enough to hide it. But then, of course, there, unfortunately, it's clipping. That's too bad. I think the pack should really be specific to each other, right? Like, all the items should work perfectly together. I mean, that's nice. I don't know what you're... You have binoculars and gloves. Maybe you're lucky. There was a crime involved. I don't know. Now, let's look at gameplay. They could wear this outfit. It could be like a little outfit for the club, but you know, it's kind of hokey. I mean, they're all wearing sort of the same exact outfit, but it could be cute. It could be cute. Right, we have this cute little wrestling one. Perhaps you start a fight club. Right, and they can have their way to wrestle, right? Perhaps. And there you have it. That's the closest thing we have to wrestling. To match that, right? They did a little wrestling match. Good job, ladies. Appreciate it. Thanks for helping out. Alright, we have Dennis Kim here. We're gonna see if he can brush dentures, but just says brush teeth. No real interaction for those dentures that he has now, but that's alright. It's also a little unfortunate. Now, do I love this kit? I don't think I'm gonna love it. There are some really cute items, like Dennis and Vivian look cute in those outfits, but I don't know. I'm still struggling. I wish some of the shirts behind aprons were more available in cast, and I wish they would have worked with maybe like the English Simmer on a collaboration. That would have been fantastic. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Dag dag.